So, you've gone out, you've done the hard yards, you've caught your squid, and you're back home ready to go. So, what we're going to show you today is how to prepare your squid, either for bait or prepare it to turn into some delicious calamari rings. We're going to turn them into crumb calamari, but I will show you how to turn it into usable bait for Jew and kingies. So, first things first, before we get started, I want to say don't wash your squid in fresh water. Leave it once you've got it out. Once you've caught it, leave it in salt water, or just put it straight into an esky. Reason because fresh water definitely changes the taste and the texture of it. Anyone who knows anything about squid definitely will agree with me on that. So, leave it in that salt water solution if you have done so already. Pull it out, put it straight on the chopping board. We're going to prepare it now. Everything here can be saved. We can use everything. You don't have to throw any of it out. Alright. Now obviously the calamari rings are made out of the hood, but you can use the head and the actual wings itself. Make great bait, and we'll show you how to use them a little bit later on. So, first of all, let's prepare the squid. Okay, so you want to start by separating the head and the intestinal systems from the hood itself. Now that's all joined together up the top here on the inside of the hood. So you want to remove that. To do that, you have to run 2 fingers just straight down the top of the hood like so. And as you push it down, you'll feel it come away from the actual roof of the hood itself. Just really gently, gently, gently. The more gently you are with this, the less likely you are to have any mess. All right. The reason why it's also important is if that ink sac, which the squid uses as a defense mechanism, that if he hasn't inked, he's going to have an ink sac full. If you're a bit messy with it and you're not so careful, you're going to break open that ink sac and you're going to make yourself one great big mess. So if you're really careful here, we can remove this whole hood from the body without actually causing any mess whatsoever. Now that just leaves you your hood. Alright. Now the hood still has the wings attached to it, so we're going to remove those. But before we do, the very next thing you want to remove is the quill. So the quill is its backbone. That just sits on the top along here. Alright, and it's on the inside that you remove it. Now I find the best way to remove it is just same thing, put the 2 fingers in, push down with your thumb in the middle, you'll feel the quill just sort of give away. Okay, and then you just run your finger up and down it. Okay, until you feel it give, and then you just pull the quill straight out. So there you go, there's the quill. So that goes. Next thing, we want to remove the wings. Okay, and you can see it comes with this this beautiful slime coat. All right, these are like millions and millions of little cells just filled with ink, and they change color, and that's what allows the squid to blend into its environment. Really cool stuff. So the easiest way to remove this and that actual coat itself, all right, is you've got the wings, you just sort of fold them up. You get, I use 2 fingers. Just push the fingers in underneath the wings, and you'll just feel it come loose and come away. So just like that. Okay. And then you should be able to, if you're careful, just feel the whole thing give way, and you just carefully run it up and down the length of the tube, and then that itself will just come away. Alright, so there you go. So we've got our hood, and there's the wings left over. Okay, so they will go as part of the bait. So now you've just got the hood left over. We're going to just clean that up a bit and prepare it. All right, and get it ready to turn into beautiful little rings. Couldn't be simpler. I just tend to cut that first piece off. Now, the smaller you make your rings, the quicker they will cook. Remember, in a fry pan, especially with a bit of oil and it's nice and hot, all right, these things really only take probably, I would say, 20-30 seconds in the pan. Alright, delicious rings, ready to serve. Onto the crumbing process. First of all, the ingredients you'll need: plain flour, salt and pepper, just to add spices if you're feeling enthusiastic, chili flakes. Alright, I use egg, 1 egg, 2 eggs depending on how many calamari you have, and I just use plain old breadcrumbs. Doesn't have to be anything special, it'll all work fine. We start the process, you need to flour, then egg, then crumb. Okay? A handy little flouring tip I learnt to keep everything nice and clean is you get a little plastic bag, like a Ziploc one, or just a sandwich bag. Okay, so you pop the calamari into the bag for flouring. And then just shake. Like so. And you just get your dusted calamari. Place into the bowl. Mix it up thoroughly. Drop these into your bowl of breadcrumbs. You should be able to start pulling out your crumbed calamari. Okay, so we're on to cooking our calamari. What we have to do now is just get a non-stick pan, stick it on the stove, turn it up nice and high, let the pan heat. Now the oil I like to use an extra virgin. You know, it's definitely a better quality oil. So put some in your pan. Want to make sure your oil is nice and hot before you put them in. When you pop them in, you should be able to just see them start to fry up straight away. Now, like I said, these rings don't need very long. Right? They only need probably about half a minute, maybe a minute tops. If your oil's nice and hot, then you'll have no problems at all. You want them to be a light brown in colour. You don't want them to be too dark in any way. 30 seconds to a minute is all you need. Place them, I put them onto a serviette or a napkin, paper towel will be fine. What that does is that will actually absorb just that excess oil. Just trying to be healthy, you know. And they're good to go. Now if you want, you can put a little parsley on it to finish it off, but otherwise that's it, it's ready to go. Straight from your jig, prepared, cooked and on the plate, ready for you, friends and family to enjoy. All that remains, grab a beer and have some lunch. Oh yeah.